Hello, I'm making a video in regards to the Julian Assange case. I have been researching this all day today, and I have been writing petition letters to different people, and I have signed numerous petitions in this regard, also on change.org, and I posted the links on Facebook, and I'm making a video now to ask every single person to help with this, to call these different legislators, to call the Prime Minister of England, Boris Johnson. I also wrote to him on his website, and to tweet to these people and to ask Donald Trump. I asked him already before, I asked him again today, and I wrote a very detailed letter to the United Nations today on their website, and I'm going to paste all of that information, including the letter, under this video. And all you need to do is you need to go click that link for the United Nations, for that page where you can leave a letter, comment. You have to fill out the information, your name, then you go back to my other page. You can open two pages next to each other. If you have a Chromebook, at least, or whatever computer you have, you can do that. So then you go back to my video in the video description, and you can then copy the letter, just the letter, until sincerely, and then you paste that into that comment field, and after sincerely you type in your own name or several names, if you have several people in your family or friends, and if they are all against what they're doing to Julian Assange, then and they give their permission for you to put their name under it, then you can put the names of all of your friends and family members under the letter. The more people, the more names, the more effective it will be. So I think I'm going to also create a petition on Care 2. I will create a petition today for Julian Assange. He's in real critical condition because they have tortured him. And according to international human rights laws, this is beyond words. There are no words to describe this happening in 2019, when we thought we had secured some international human rights, the rights of a living being. So, and they torture him. That goes against any kind of living being rights. That goes against all international ethics that, unanimous ethics agreements. It goes against all of this, and I'm speechless about this atrocity, what they're doing to Julian Assange, a journalist who has just done his job as a journalist. That's all he has done. He's done nothing else. The rape charges got dropped because there's no evidence, and it was a made-up thing, just to turn the public against him, just to get the public on board with the weapon manufacturers, with the weapon industry, I guess. It's the weapon industry that is bribing all of these politicians and governmental authorities in England. that are actually, they bribed that judge that convicted him to isolation and this type of brutal detention. Boy, that's really something, you know, a judge to take money, put the money over the wellness of a living being like this. To me, it's just, to me, this is extremely frightening. You know, this is extremely scary. It's extremely scary, that coldness and this callousness and the greed and this freezing psychological state of humans. This utter disconnect from other living beings. The selfishness, self-centeredness. It's shocking. Yeah. Made me cry, made me angry, made me just sit there. Just sat there. Not even knowing what to say. I talked to Paul about this. It's just frightening to me, to see what's going on. That's why they always say ignorance is bliss. The more you read, the more you learn, the less blissful it gets psychologically. So I want people to please do this. Go to that website, click the link, paste that letter in there, put your name under that letter, and send that to the United Nations. If any institution worldwide, it's the United Nations that needs to intercept in this case. I will also write to ACLU and to the Civil Liberties Union, those two organizations. I'm going to write to them too. So, but if I want all of them to help, but it's just a handful of people that are helping right now. So, and we don't have enough leverage. So I need more people to step up with this and do something. They're torturing Julian Assange to death. And doctors warned, 60 doctors, 60 physicians have warned the Prime Minister and other people that if they don't let Julian Assange off, if they don't give him medical attention, that he will die. His parents are in utmost despair. Can you imagine, just can you imagine how his parents and his friends and Pamela, how they are all feeling? All the people that he became very close to. They took his cat away. The cat kept him alive. The cat kept him just barely above the surface, even within all this, was the torture and all of it. The cat kept him sane. They took the cat away. I hope that Pamela was able to take the cat. And then he doesn't even know what happened to the cat. That's the worst thing. Julian Assange is also an animal rights activist. He's a deeply, deeply caring person. One of the very few people in the world that deeply, deeply care. His work as a journalist to find to dig into the abysses of humanity, to expose it so that we can fix it, we can make it better. His work is all, he was living for that. He was living for making the world better. I am afraid. I'm afraid of humans, of most humans. I'm afraid when I see that coldness, the callousness, and also the volatility of the ego, this self-centeredness, taking everything as personal and never wanting to look at their own issues, always lashing out at others. They think they can solve a conflict by mocking people and insulting people. That causes war. That doesn't solve anything. Torturing an innocent person and innocent animals. That's what humans are doing. Torturing someone for wanting to make the world a better place. That's unacceptable. Okay, so I want you to write this letter, send this letter to the United Nations and also to the Civil Liberties Union and to Amnesty International. Definitely do this, okay? You guys take care. Bye-bye.